Welcome to session 10. Today we're going to get into the second part of the future tenses that we started in session 9. Alright, so today we're going to speak a little bit about the present continuous and the present simple. Alright, both of which we can use to speak about the future. So the present continuous, right, is one that we use very colloquially to speak about the near future. Right, and we use this in a very social way. So plans in the near future. For example, this afternoon I'm meeting friends for a drink after work. All right. So when we're speaking about plans, right, and in most situations, right, we can also use going to with absolutely no problem. In fact, in every situation, going to can replace this concept of the present continuous. All right. For example, I'm going to meet friends for a drink after work. So here we have going to with meet, and here we have meeting. I am meeting. Okay, so really they're more or less interchangeable. There are some moments perhaps where the present continuous just doesn't sound quite right, but this going to future that we spoke about in the last session will always sound right in every situation. However, the present continuous is something that we use on a regular basis and very frequently. So if you prefer one or if you prefer the other, you can use them practically interchangeably. The other thing I wanted to speak about is the present simple. And it might come as a surprise that we can use the present simple to speak about the future, but depending on the context that we're referring to, and sometimes it's the only option. So, for example, when we're speaking about schedules or timetables, we always use the present simple. For example, tomorrow I go to Madrid, or tomorrow I fly to Madrid, or tomorrow I travel to Madrid, right? Imagine that I have to fly, right? I can tell you that my flight leaves at 6 o'clock p.m., right? It leaves at 6 o'clock p.m. tomorrow. So we're referring to the future by using the present simple. The meeting is next Thursday at 10 a.m. Again, we're speaking about next Thursday, which is in the future, but we're using the present simple to do so. So anytime we speak about train timetables, flight times, meetings, classes, all right, tomorrow I have English class at 4 o'clock. So anytime we're speaking about these things, we always express them using the present simple. Now, there's another area or time that we use the present simple, which is in future time clauses, right? And this concept of future time clauses is when we reference one time in relation to another time, all right? And these future time clauses begin with some of these words that you can see here: before, after, when, as soon as, and until. So, for example, before I go home, I'm going to finish writing the presentation. So we have two different concepts here, and what we're doing essentially is we are putting them in order of time. Okay, so we're using these as a way of sequencing to show one event is going to happen before another event happens. So in this case, before I go home, I'm going to finish writing the presentation. Right, the first event that's going to happen in the future is that I'm going to finish writing the presentation. The second event that's going to happen after that is that I'm going to go home. So all of these words that we use in these future time clauses are used for sequencing, and they're used in combination with another future verb tense. So another example is here: as soon as I finish, I'll go home. All right, now this one's immediately after is the meaning of as soon as, okay? So we still have this sequencing here, right? As soon as I finish, now this future time clause tells us that this is going to happen first, and then this is going to happen second. So I finish, and then I go home. This is the plan. All right, so all of these can be used to sequence events in the future. All right, And whether or not we use the going to future, like you can see here, or the will future, depends not on the future time clause, but on the actual meaning of the tense. So if you tuned in, or if you watched the last session, we spoke about the difference between be going to and will. In these two examples that we have here, right, going to refers to a plan, and I'll refers to an immediate decision. So in the context of each of these, it's the correct option. All right, so this combination of going to or will plus the future time clause, which is used to sequence and put events in order. All right, so these are the two ways that we can use the present simple now to speak about the future. All right, I'll just summarize one more time. The present simple for schedules and timetables, which is relatively simple, and the present simple for future time clauses when we want to sequence events in the future. So I hope this has helped. Okay, I hope that you've had a chance to kind of watch some of these videos at home and practice a little bit and maintain that contact with English. And we really hope to see you guys in regular classes. I can't wait to get back to work in our normal classes. I know that all this situation has been a little bit complicated, but I hope that you've had a chance as well to kind of watch some of these videos and continue improving your English at home. And I really look forward to seeing all of my own students, in person, in your own companies, in our own classes. And I hope that happens sometime soon. So until then, be happy, be healthy, and thanks so much for tuning in and watching these videos. So take care and have a great one.